Hello, I'm Mike Hayes, back with another look at the fascinating world of dominant seventh chord movement in the Barry Harris style. And I think it's pretty safe to say that you can never review or think about these type of chord movements too much or too often, because there's always something new and exciting to discover. The key is to practice these chord movements very slowly, paying particular attention to the sounds that you're making. Because when you do that, a type of musical déjà vu thing starts happening, in that you'll be playing a certain chord voicing on the guitar, and all of a sudden you'll be reminded of a song where you've heard that exact same voicing. Some of the inversions of these chords will sound a little bit dissonant, and you mightn't like the sound of all the chords that you're playing, but the key is to practice them all, and it's really about working out how to integrate these sounds into your arrangements. And it's the old story of tension and release. If we know how to use chords with dissonance and how to resolve it, we'll end up with a satisfactory musical performance. Now, we don't want you just slaving over a hot guitar for the entire lesson. I'm going to sprinkle in some examples from the great old tune, Blue Moon. And I'll put a few examples in between all the hard work that we'll be doing, just so you can hear some of the ways that I apply these chord movements into standard tunes that you'll be playing on gigs and at jam sessions. So without any further ado, let's get cracking and get to work on our dominant seventh chord movements. I'm going to begin this session by playing a 4-bar introduction in the key of E flat. I'll then follow that up with an analysis of what I played. But first, here's the intro. The basic chords are shown at the top of the screen, and the chords that I'm playing will appear at the bottom of the screen. In bar 1, the first chord I played was an E flat 6/9 chord, which, as you know, is a chord from the E flat major pentatonic scale. And most importantly, it's a rather ambiguous sounding chord, which is a good one to use in an introduction, because really you could go anywhere from there. The second chord was a C minor 6 chord, and I chose this chord to create a little bit of tension and add a splash of colour. In bar 2, I'm playing A flat 6th for the F minor 7th, and for the B 7th you'll hear some chord movements that I'm using from the B diminished shape, and these are the type of movements that we'll be studying in this session. On to bar 3, and I'm using a B flat 6th for the E flat chord. And this is the concept, of course, of playing a 6th on the 5th. So the E flat chord is the chord in the chord chart. The 5th of E flat is B flat, so therefore I can play a B flat 6th. The end result is that it creates an E flat major 9th sound. The next chord I'm playing is a C minor 9th. I'm thinking of this chord as an E flat 6, which of course contains exactly the same notes, and the note that I'm adding in, the D note, is a borrowed note from the next diminished chord in the E flat major 6 diminished scale. On to bar 4, and where it says F minor 7th, I'm thinking in terms of A flat 6th, and then I'm playing a B flat 13th chord to lead into the melody. Okay, let's get to work on some more dominant 7th chord movement. Once again, we're back with the idea of lowering notes of the diminished seventh chord to reveal related dominant seventh chords. On the top of the screen, you'll see a B diminished seventh chord shape, and this time we'll lower the note B in the diminished seventh shape. In our first practice example, the basic changes will be 2 beats on B flat 7, then 2 beats on E flat. Here goes. When you're ready, let's play through our next example, which will be 2 beats on E flat, then 2 beats on B flat 7. And of course, we're moving through the E flat major 6th diminished scale, creating movement from the diminished chord shape and related dominant 7th chords. Here goes. When you're ready, let's take a closer look at what else we could do with B flat 7th. Well, as you know, we've just practiced B flat 7th going to E flat major. Well, of course, the thing that we can do is also practice B flat 7 going to E flat minor. Let's try that. Our next example will be 2 beats on B flat 7 and then 2 beats on E flat minor. And once again, we'll be using those diminished chord moves on the B flat 7, keeping in mind that the B diminished chord is functioning as a B flat 7 flat 9 chord, and the Barry Harris idea of moving to related dominant 7th chords to help create movement. Okay, here we go. Our next project will be to play through the E flat minor 6 diminished scale, creating diminished chord movement on the B flat 7. The basic chords for this exercise would be 2 beats on E flat minor, then 2 beats on B flat 7. When you're ready, let's try it. Let's return once more to our B diminished 7th shape, and there's one note that we haven't lowered yet, and that is the D note. Let's lower the D note a semitone, and when we do that, it produces a C sharp dominant 7th chord. And the question is on everyone's lips, what does C sharp 7th move to? And of course, one of the obvious answers is C sharp 7 could move to F sharp. And of course, you know what we'll be doing next is practicing moving from C sharp 7 to F sharp using that chord movement on our now world famous B diminished 7th chord. The basic chords for this exercise is 2 beats on C sharp 7, then 2 beats on F sharp. time to practice the F sharp major 6th diminished scale, creating chord movement with the B diminished chord. And remember, this B diminished 7th chord is functioning as a C sharp 7 flat 9 chord. Okay, hands up who knows what else a C sharp dominant 7th could resolve to. Okay, you guessed it, an F sharp minor chord. Right then, our next project is to practice 2 beats on C sharp 7, moving to 2 beats on F sharp minor. And now here's one more exercise for you to try. We're going to move through the F sharp minor 6th diminished scale, creating movement with the B diminished chord. The basic chords for this exercise is 2 beats on F sharp minor and 2 beats on C sharp 7. If you've made it this far, it's time to give yourself a really well-deserved pat on the back. We've achieved a phenomenal amount. There's 4 major chords, F sharp, A, C and E flat, and 4 minor chords, F sharp minor, A minor, C minor and E flat minor, that are all interrelated and connected to the one diminished chord. We'll be digging deeper into these relationships and how they're all connected and how we can apply them to a wide range of musical situations in future lessons. But for the moment, don't forget to go back and review all of this material. It's really important. And now, of course, the most important thing is how do we apply this to our music? So I'm going to go back and play a little bit more of my arrangement of Blue Moon. I'll be playing the introduction, which you heard earlier in this lesson, and then I'll let the arrangement play for the next 8 bars. See if you can spot the diminished chord movement in bar 8 and also in bar 10. Well, that's it for today, folks. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope there's something in there that you can use in your own music projects. We'll be covering subjects like these and a whole lot more in future sessions. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell. If you like the type of things that we're doing here, we'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. It really helps us a lot. If you've enjoyed this video and you've got some value out of it and you'd like to support the channel and help spread the word, you can donate to this channel by clicking on the donate link in the description below. My best wishes to you in your continued music success. Bye for now.